Let's take an early look at Colorado hosting Kansas State in this phenomenal Week 7 slate. Kansas State favored by 5.5 points going to Boulder. Now we're going to give you our prediction in this game this upcoming Tuesday on the live show, 11 a.m. Eastern. So make sure you're subscribed right here so you get that prediction. But again, 11 a.m. Eastern on this platform, the On3 YouTube channel. It's college football year-round. We appreciate you being dialed in. This show brought to you by our friends over at Prize Picks Daily Fantasy. Easy to play, easy to withdraw what you win. Code HARDCOUNT now, $5 in lineups when you play. Gets you $50 in promo funds. I will just say this. We are hot right now. We got a square that we feel pretty good about in this very game. We're going to give it out at the end of this segment, so lock in for that. If you want to fade us, more power to you. It's your right as an American. However, if you want to follow us, again, we are hot, and if you want to jump on the train, come along and use code HARDCOUNT, $5 in lineups, $50 in promo funds, all right? So here's my question. The key to this game is going to be Colorado setting the tone offensively. And what I mean by that is Colorado, if they get you in a track meet, advantage Colorado every single time. And it's not so much that I don't believe in Kansas State offensively. It's just it's very difficult to catch Colorado when they're having their way and pushing the ball downfield. Like the advantage if you're Kansas State on paper is, hey, if we run the football and we can take the air out of the game and it's a game played where, Shedeur Sanders has to watch a lot of this game, great. That's awesome. And again, that probably would favor Kansas State. But you only get to do that if your defense is holding up their end of the deal. Like, I would not be shocked in the slightest if we see Colorado have a chance to decide if they want to defer or receive to start this game. They receive, they go down and score. Quick stop, 14-0. Like, if that's the situation in this football game, I don't know if I love Kansas State's ability to play from behind in that situation, again, on the road. Now, obviously, if you're Kansas State, what I just said is your game plan. I don't think Colorado is bad against the run. I also don't know if they're going to be able to hang with Kansas State when it comes to how they defend the run. Because I think Kansas State, it's the versatility that ultimately makes the big difference. Dylan Edwards, Giddens, Avery Johnson, like it's really just a pick your poison kind of situation. And then when you overcommit, they have a lot of things off their run game to be able to hurt you downfield. Now, again, you only get to get into your bag in the run game if your defense is able to minimize or at least keep in some respect within arm's length the Colorado passing attack and their explosivity offensively. Now, something to keep an eye on here. The quarterback run game has been a vulnerability of sorts for Colorado defensively. You look at the North Dakota State game. You look at the UCF game. Even though Colorado won that game handily, KJ Jefferson still got his on the ground. Avery Johnson will be the best running quarterback they've played to this point. The advantage for the quarterback run game, whenever you have to defend that, for the offense is the fact that you get an extra hat blocking for your quarterback. Like your run game, or your running back, gets to add into the run game and block for Avery Johnson, who's not just like a 3 yards in a cloud of dust, fall forward. Like Avery Johnson's a home run hitter back there at quarterback. And he's proven at this point in the season. Colorado keeping a lid on that will be massive in terms of their aspirations to ultimately pull off the upset. 5.5 points at upset. To be able to pull off a decisive win, a defining win of sorts for Coach Prime and company at home, that will be massive. Now, here's another question that kind of goes hand in hand with what we've talked about with Colorado's strategy going into this one. I think Colorado has to find a way to create balance offensively. Now, create balance is the key word there. Notice I did not say they have to dominate in the trenches. I did not say they have to run for 200 yards. But I think if you can find a way to keep the second and third level of that Kansas State defense honest, that's going to open up everything else. Because listen, man, like you saw the graphic on game day yesterday when they asked NFL, I think it was like anonymous scouts or whoever it was, about who's the first quarterback that's going to be taken in this year's draft. A lot of them, the majority of them, said Shedeur Sanders. Whether you agree with that or not, no denying the dude's special. And if you allow him to get man-to-man coverage or less than extra help over different receivers, he's going to pick you apart. All right, Travis Hunter, we will never see another player like him again in college football. So when they get man-to-man with him, he is going to win his matchup. All right, that's not me saying anything negative about Kansas State. That's just the reality of the matter, okay? So Travis Hunter, you have to be able to give him extra help. You're only able to give extra help on Travis Hunter if you're not worried so much about the Colorado run game. Now, Colorado got something going on the ground against UCF, and that was a big reason now why they were able to win that game so convincingly. And they were double-digit dogs on the road. So the Prize Picks play I love in this game, Prize Picks right now has Travis Hunter's receiving yard total in this game at 95.5. I have no intel. I would expect that to only go up throughout the course of the week, so I would jump on that. I'll take the more there. He's been a walking 100-yard game more or less throughout the course of this season. I would take the more on that and feel great about doing that. Again, code HARDCOUNT, $5 in lineups, $50 in promo funds. To me, it really is all about, can Kansas State dictate terms in the trenches? And if they can't, can they minimize Colorado in the pass game? Because if they can't, then they got to chase them, and I don't love that for Kansas State. But if Kansas State can just pound the rock, control the line of scrimmage, keep the ball out of Shedeur Sanders' hands, play with a lead to where they don't have to put the ball in the air more than they want to, then it's going to be a very good vibe for the folks wearing purple that make the trip to Boulder. So I can't wait for this one. Again, we'll give you our prediction in this game. I don't have a pick just yet. Got to do some more work on this, but we'll give you our prediction in this game officially on our Tuesday live show at 11 a.m. Eastern. Appreciate y'all being subscribed. Appreciate y'all being dialed in. We're going to keep this party rolling. We will see y'all next time.